So I see all the time people wondering how to get the carbon fiber effect on your 3D prints. It does look pretty good, doesn't it? And you can use it on pretty much anything you print to get that carbon fiber look. The bottom surface will be the carbon fiber effect or whatever plate you use effect. So in this video, I'm going to show you on this Bambu Labs A1 how to change out and get this effect. So right now we have the stock Bambu Labs A1 bed. We're going to remove that, and we're going to grab a Jupine carbon fiber plate. Now, you can buy these from many different sellers, including Bamboo, Anycubic, several others. I've tried probably 10 to 15 different brands on Amazon. A lot of them are pretty bad. Their bed adhesion is terrible. This brand is cheap, affordable. They last a long time, and I put a ton of hours on these beds, and I'll show you some that have messed up over time. So here we have it. It's a dual-sided plate. Let's rip this off, and on this side we get this cool geometric pattern. And of course, I peeled the tab off too fast. There we go. And you can use either side of this. Now you're probably wondering, well, what material can I use? So these beds are good for PLA, PLA+, PETG, ABS, ASA, several different ones. Now, settings for PLA, PLA+, and PETG can be stock, and you're usually going to get perfectly fine bed adhesion. I don't change anything to use PLA+, PLA, and on PETG, sometimes, depending on the brand of PETG, and if it's carbon fiber PETG, or if it's high temp PETG, or one with some additive or a rapid speed, you will have to change some settings. Usually it's the bed temperature needs to be a little bit higher, sometimes a little bit lower. What you're going to do is you're going to take and put your bed on. I would say I would honestly wipe it down with rubbing alcohol because it has been in storage for a while. You're going to come to calibration. You're just going to calibrate it like normal. You're going to let it go through its calibration. Then you can run a test print and see how the bed adhesion does. If you're having bed adhesion problems, you can go on Maker's World and find one of the multi-temperature prints, and it will print at different temperatures, and then you can see which adheres best for the material you're using. But I use these beds on pretty much all my prints. And as you can see, this one, it wasn't cleaned, so obviously it's a bin, so we didn't need it cleaned. So I clean mine every 4 or 5 prints, and then all of these effect beds eventually will wear out. This bed still will produce the pattern, even though it looks like this, and this bed is got well over 1,000 hours of print time on it, which is insane. I never even use this side, so I still have that side I can use. This one actually had an issue where an A1 failed. It scored and gouged it really bad, and it still prints. Backside looks brand new. This is actually a different brand texture back, and you can get them in different ones. And like I said, other companies offer them. Now with the P2S, H2D, and all those, make sure you get the right size bed. This is available for the A1, A1 Mini, P1P, P2S, P1S. Those all will work on the same bed size besides the A1 Mini. H2D is a bigger bed, A1 Mini is smaller bed. You do notice that there is no registration mark on these beds, like the factory Bamboo bed. So you can 3D print that registration mark, or you can print it out and glue it on. There's several ways you can do it. There's plenty of forum posts about it. But that's only really needed on the P1P, well, not even the P1P. My P1Ps will work fine without it. It'll be the P2S and newer machines that use the camera to identify the bed. So it works just like your standard bamboo textured PEI plate. And as you can see, this bed's got a ton of hours on it too. So we run them hard, we run them long, and if you have any questions, comments, drop them down below. Product is in the description of the post. And as always, let's build some cool stuff. Welcome to Build Plate Therapy.